Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. It's been made better. It's been made lighter. It's the version 2 C130 from HobbyKing. Stick around. We're unboxing it. All right, everybody, it is Brendan. Welcome back to Just Plain Crazy. We are down in the layer, and as I said, behind me is the C130 version 2 from HobbyKing. They've made it lighter, so it flies better, and they've made it more durable. So let's go ahead and start digging into this unboxing and check this thing out. Now, this is a 1600 millimeter plane, or roughly 63 inches. This has two different schemes to it. So it has a civilian transport scheme to it, or it has the military Coast Guard scheme to it. So check this thing out. Now, this thing has 4 brushless motors in it. They're 1000 kV motors, and it's operating off of 18 amp ESCs. Now, there's 4 of them in there, and 4 4-blade propellers. So that is pretty awesome. I don't know what to expect. I have not opened the box yet. Let's get to digging. And it is go time. So we have our hobby knife. Go ahead and flip this thing open. Now, I struggle with this usually a lot, so hopefully that goes quick. Let's get rid of this. Now, again, 2 different schemes on this, right? So let's talk about how everything is packaged on the inside first off. No damage to the box. Of course, this came wrapped in a cardboard box when it was delivered. But everything is neatly wrapped in plastic and fastened, and I like that because nothing gets bounced around, poke holes, damaged foam, or anything else. So, there's the beginning. All right, now we're going to take our handy dandy trusty hobby knife and let's start to cut some of this stuff open. And right out of the gate up top, I see that we got all of our propellers right up here. And I am very intrigued at what I see here because these look to be painted. They're not very big, obviously, because we have 4 of these things, right? All right, so these things are painted on the front. They are black on the back. I'll be curious to see if we have 2 that go clockwise and 2 that go contra-clockwise or counterclockwise. But they already have decals applied, and that was one of the things. Pre-painted, pre-applied decals on this model. So those are pretty cool. And then we have our other 2 that will be exactly the same, but they go the opposite direction. Okay, cool. So there's our propellers. Now let's go ahead. We have the wing right up top here. Let's see if I can prop this thing up. That way you guys can see a little better. Is that better, you think? Yeah? Okay. Thanks for your feedback. It's appreciated. Again, everything is secured and not bouncing around, which is important because it doesn't matter if you spend $100 on a model or $1,000 on a model. We don't like to have it beat up. Now, this does have LED lights, and it does have sequence doors. This has the same power system that version 1 had. So, motors, ESC, propellers, that's all the same stuff. Be very careful with tape like this that you don't have it grab the paint on your model, on anything. On a foam painted model as you're doing a unpackaging of this thing, because otherwise what's going to happen is going to rip the paint off, and it upsets people, obviously. So try and avoid that. But the power system is the same as V1. They've used less paint on the V2. They changed the design of the flaps so they are more efficient. They basically wanted this plane to handle better at low or slow speeds. So that was the theory behind the design of the flap change. They also changed the linkage on the rudder, so that way it was more direct, better articulation, but that also saved weight again. So let's talk about what I see right here. So number 1, I start to look at the ailerons. And this wing it got a little bit of weight because of the motors, right? But the first thing I see in the ailerons, guys, is they're hinged. They have plastic hinges in there. It is not a foam live hinge. And I'm not a fan of foam live hinges because then you got to use Blendaderm tape and everything else. But now look Look at them Fowler flaps in there, and they got a carbon rod in the inside for some support, and they tuck right into the trailing edge of the wing right there. So you start to open those up. Look at that deflection. Nice plastic hinges on there. That's a win. Now, the servo driving it has in there ball links, a fairly thick rod for the size of this plane, and it's encapsulated with nuts. So, and then we have another flap right here. Look at that thing slide out. Ah, that's crazy. That is cool. And then again, look at that, slides right back in. This thing's going to be awesome when you start looking at the flaps on this thing for sure. So it looks like we're going to have to hook up the linkage for the aileron, but I'm stoked. That is great. And the only thing, now this is unpainted white, which is cool. Got no issues with unpainted white foam because that way you don't have to worry about it getting nicked or anything else. This looks like a water transfer red. The gray looks painted with the U.S. Coast Guard already water decaled on there, but it's well done. And the foam feels nice, but this is, guys, this is a robust piece. And look at the quick links in here for the motors and for those controls. So it looks like 2 screws to hold it in. That's a win. That is a win. That looks super cool. That is nice. That is nice. And I'll tell you, you guys know me, I'll tell you, I'll give you the honest scoop if I don't like something or something don't look good or whatever. I'm not a fluffer. I guess it depends how you take that fluffer. Don't take it the way you shouldn't take the fluffer comment, okay? So anyway, plenty of packing material. So that way we have no damage to the parts, which is great because we don't want to have to contact anybody about damaged stuff. Love it. Got a very robust carbon wing tube there, which is nice. What else we got up in here? Propeller hubs. This is what that looks like, and screws for the props. Now again, this plane comes, guys, in 2 different schemes. So retracts, electric retracts, LEDs. It has sequence gear doors, has a cargo door, and you could drop stuff out of it. A buddy of mine had version 1, and it was right around 4th of July. And I went to Lowe's and I bought streamers that light up when you drop them, and they actually play sound as they fall. Super, 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 super cool. So again, checking over this wing, looks good. We have to hook up our linkage. Same thing. We got a little bit of overspray right there where it's not quite as clean as the other one was, if the overspray bothers you. And one of the things here that I'd recommend is, I could tell that ball link screw is loose. So again, we go over models, you know, we check things, we make sure things are right, whatever. That's not a big deal. You always, if you don't check it, don't assume that everything is good, because you know what the word assume means if you break it down. And if you don't, Google that stuff, I'll tell you. So, but again, nice wings and flaps. I love the quick connectors, super cool. Ah, look at this. This is awesome. Wait till you see what I just saw. Wait till you see what I just saw. And this ain't it. This ain't it. But we're going to open it while we're here because I want to know. I want to know. He wants to know. All right. So we have some regular connectors into the back of a quick plug. Now, there's one random one here, so I'm going to assume maybe that's for rudder. Rudder is probably going to plug into there if I guess, and another quick disconnect or quick connector, and I lock the tail in. But guys, guess what I see? Hinged elevators. I love it. Yes. Every manufacturer needs to pay attention, please, by all means. Everyone, please, 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 always put in regular plastic hinges and not live foam hinges. I hate those things. So it looks like a water transfer up top. Did a nice job. It's in place. Nice vibrant orange on the U.S. Coast Guard scheme. The other scheme is the Avios transport, civilian transport. It's not a rudder. You got to use the rudder. If you lose the rudder, you crash. So we got to have a rudder. Check out the rudder. got a rudder. Elizabeth City, U.S. Coast Guard, 50 years, C130 Hercules. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Ah, hinged. Hinged, hinge, hinge. All the way around. Hinged. I love it. Avios, nice job. HobbyKing, nice job. We love foam models with plastic pieces in it that prevent stuff from falling apart. I love it. Version 2, they listened to people. They made it better. You don't have to scrap something and get rid of it. There's many models out there that we love. We just wish that they would listen and make things better. And this, my friends, looks phenomenal. Hercules, 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 Hercules. All right, we got Hercules. Check it out. Look at this fuselage. Now, they have a reinforced nose on this, sequence doors. The rudder, they said that they had made the linkage on that more direct. This still has a cargo door. That rudder that was back there, so that was the rudder servo right there, standard, whoop, right there, lighter, better, stronger. I love it. So, obviously, our wing tube is going to wind up sliding in right into the center. You're going to have a couple wings clip on and lock in, and then you have 4 screws underneath. Man, this looks cool. So size-wise, fuse, if you look at the length of it, if you want to get an idea, shoulder to nose. All right, I'm a 6-foot guy, and it's longer than that is. You got the cargo door in the back. Can't wait to get that open and drop stuff out of it. We got cargo, or the sequence doors here for the mains and the nose. Very, very cool looking plane. So it's neat. And then the windows, check out the windows. They actually don't use decals for the windows. The portholes, they're actually like plastic inserts, and you can almost see in there. So if you want to put lights on the inside to illuminate through there, that'd be a cool mod. The LEDs look like, I don't know, maybe smaller LEDs. I'm curious to see how much they would light up. But the windows on this thing are a painted. It's nice. They're not oversprayed into the glass. The black here around the nose could be a little bit cleaner. But it's all right. I understand the way these things get painted. But I love the fact that they got all these decals on there. It's already done. Guys, you want to talk about how long it's going to put this together? Like 10 minutes. And that's going to be about it. So, really cool deal on the fuse. I like it. Everything looks to be a water transfer, and it looks like they did a good job. Maybe an edge right there I could grab, so maybe a little bit of water and push that down, but that's a really nice scheme. So what else is in this box? Got a bag of something in here. And we got this thing. All right, so drop tank, auxiliary fuel tank, boom. I don't know what this would be for, to be honest. But magnets, so that looks like that's going to quick attach or detach somewhere. Maybe not underneath there. Oh, okay. So it looks like you have to take these inserts out of the back right there, and it looks like these pods are going to sit right in there. So they do have a spot where you're going to have to trim those out a little bit, and you would have to trim over that water transfer. Again, not a big deal, but I wonder, is there 2 of these or just 1? Nope, we got 2. 2 pods. It's 2 peas in a pod. Senor. Yep, cool. So you got 2 pods. All right, nice. And then our bag of hardware, what was in our bag of hardware? Plastic nose cone. I'm going to assume maybe that gets glued on the front. We have aileron ball links. Looks like we got some screws for the wings. Looks like a hinged output, probably for the cargo door in the back. We got some metal rods, big thick metal rods. Not sure what those are for yet, but we'll figure those out. And we have little plastic glue-in tidbits, so we can find out where those go. So there you have it, the boxing or unboxing of the C130 version 2 Hercules from HobbyKing. So let's go ahead and organize this out on the bench. Let's get you off of there and let's do a once around. All right, guys, here we go. Here is our once over. Take you over the top so you can see those props. We have the top and the bottom of our wings, and this is on the C130 version 2 HobbyKing Hercules, 1600 millimeter, 63 inches. The bags of parts is really cool. I noticed off camera here that these are labeled. I hope they're labeled for you as well. Elevator, rudder, and then the doodads, it says here scare aerial and rain wipers. So you got some wiper blades in there, which is nice. You get an Allen wrench. Again, I'm fairly sure that's a nose cone and some other pieces, ailerons, and the horizontal spars. So those are solid metal, very nice, very robust. Again, the tail, those pods, the rudder, and then this fuselage, which is, it's really neat looking with the cargo door and stuff. So anyway, I love it. I can't wait to get the build started in this. I can't see how this takes real long, more than maybe 15 minutes or so. Probably take longer to get the radio gear in it and programmed. So that wraps up our once over. All right, guys, and there you had the once over. Again, that is the C130 version 2 from HobbyKing. I hope you really liked what you saw. I hope you liked the unboxing. Do me a favor, head on over to www.hobbyking.com. Link down in the description below if you're interested in getting yourself hooked up with one of these. Or, so that was the military Coast Guard scheme. They also have this civilian transport scheme available too, which is also super cool. So we are also going to do an unboxing of that bad boy, and you can see what that scheme looks like as well, and then maybe decide which one of the two you prefer. Or if you just want to check out what else HobbyKing has, they do have a warehouse that ships out within the United States, so you can usually get stuff fairly quick. Go look at getting yours before they are gone, because there is nothing better than dropping stuff out of an airplane. With that being said, it is Brendan here at Just Plain Crazy. You guys are just plain crazy for watching. Do me a favor, smash that thumbs up. It helps out the channel immensely. If you're going to hit the thumbs down, do that baby twice for me. Like, share, subscribe, all that cool shameless stuff. Don't forget to check out the official Facebook and Instagram Just Plain Crazy pages. So I appreciate every one of you hanging out and watching. Don't forget to take a look down in that link below and check yourself out. Cool, one of these cargo planes. All right. So with that being said, I wish you guys happy flights. Peace out.